Well, we're not going to see what most people are expecting. That's for sure. I can guarantee that, because most people looking at the weights and saying, oh, they're too far apart. Canelo is too big. No, we're not going to see what y'all think we're going to see. We're going to see a...
Canelo, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage?
Now, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
I love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
Roy Jones Jr. recently trained with Terence Crawford and believes Canelo Alvarez is in trouble. After watching Crawford spar, move, and hit with power, Jones said Crawford is more than ready. He's fast, strong, and focused, possibly strong. Enough to knock Canelo out. Jones, who knows what it takes to fight in different weight classes, was seriously impressed.
On the streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. I know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it. On the streets, I'm me against anybody. I ain't never going to say another man going to whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we're not talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing.
Jones's comments add even more excitement to the fight. Already seen as one of the biggest in recent years, Crawford isn't shy. He's stepping into the spotlight confidently. That became clear when Canelo asked for a smaller ring, likely to limit Crawford's movement. But Crawford didn't back down.
Always, to be honest with you, like when I talk to Bud, I kind of he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability and he's very convinced. And then you see the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a big lump. So I was always Canelo. Then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo. So we'll see.
Jones's comments add even more excitement to the fight. Already seen as one of the biggest in recent years, Crawford isn't shy. He's stepping into the spotlight in a press conference. Crawford joked that the only running he'll do is across Canelo's big head. He made it clear he's coming to fight, not run. He accepted the smaller ring and said he's hunting Canelo down on September 13th. That became clear when Canelo asked for a smaller ring, likely to limit Crawford's movement. But Crawford didn't back down.
We both came up in that era, and he was right there with those fighters, and he got the chance to fight the Miguel Cottos, the Floyd Mayweathers, and the Kovalevs and Triple G's, and I wasn't able to get those mega fights. So this is my mega fight. This is my moment. And that's the reason why I want to fight an all-time great like Canelo.
In a press conference, Crawford joked that the only running he'll do is across Canelo's big head. He made it clear he's coming to fight, not run. He accepted the smaller ring and said he's hunting Canelo down on September 13th.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me if they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this last couple years. I have not been against Terence Crawford against nobody. You got to show me that you can beat.
Crawford isn't just talking big. He's undefeated with 41 wins, 31 by knockout. A champion in 4 weight classes, and just added another title by beating Israel Madrimov. Meanwhile, Canelo's recent win over William Skull was dull and raised questions about his current form.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, if that's, yeah, I can make 160.
In that fight, both fighters threw very few punches just for 145 total over 12 rounds. Canelo looked cautious and uninspired, far from his aggressive best. It made people wonder if he's still at his peak.
Cool. Well, is there a champion?
I'm going to fight another elite
There is
fighter
a champion, good fighters, but elite fighters is different.
So
wait.
I'm going to fight an elite fighter in September.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we
want to find out.
Then we're going to find out.
And don't get me wrong, you're a great fighter.
I know I'm great.
You're a great fighter, but are you going to find out? I hope your uncle Turki Alashi pay you enough money because it's going to be the last.
That's
It
for
may
sure.
be. It may be. Maybe.
I hope he pay you enough.
But you know, after the fighters fight me, they ain't never the same. So I just hope your career continue.
If you look at my career,
That kind of slow pace will be dangerous against Crawford, who punishes fighters who don't stay active. And this fight is no longer just about styles. The drama escalated at a press event in New York, where Canelo shoved Crawford on stage, and their teams had to be separated. The tension is real.
In boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, you know, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
Both men are multi-division champions and want more than just a win in Las Vegas. Crawford sees this as a chance to become legendary. Canelo wants to prove he's still on top and not past his prime.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know? So I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later. And he still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much.
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins originally thought Crawford fighting Canelo was a bad idea due to the size difference. He said weight classes exist for a reason and doubted Crawford's motives.
He hopes you don't run. And Turkey has a knockout bonus in this fight. And there seems to be something out there like the way for you to win this fight is to move. Is that true?
Listen.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring. The smaller ring in the...
But Hopkins changed his mind. He now believes Crawford has an 85% chance of winning. Hopkins thinks Canelo has lost his edge and that Crawford can control the fight if he sets the pace early.
It would be a disappointment if this did normal boxing numbers, you know, and let's be real, you know what Jake Paul is going to say. He already shitted on this fight. Don't let the numbers not come anywhere close to his numbers with Tyson, and it's going to be all bad. Would it even matter if Bud and Canelo didn't do the numbers of Jake and Tyson? Or is that an indictment on the sport that, you know, it's just showing what our fan base prefers, right?
There's also a big knockout bonus being offered. One of the event's sponsors, Turkey Alalshik, hinted at a massive reward for a co. The fight is turning into a spectacle, blending boxing with high-level entertainment. The winner will also receive a luxury ring magazine belt made by a British company that designs pieces for royalty.
You need to put a small ring. The smaller ring in the...
Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
To win, Canelo must stop a fighter who's adding power, speed, and confidence. Crawford is aiming for the top spot, not just another title. Even though Canelo is more popular, especially in Las Vegas, Crawford doesn't mind. He even said he hopes fans boo him, they'll be crying when the fight's over.
Everything is on Terence Crawford's side, all the legacy, meaning he only has the opportunity to win the belts. Saul only has an opportunity to defend them. Terence Crawford has an opportunity to be in a 5 division and the only person to win all 4 belts in 3 separate weight divisions. Why is Saul taking this fight? And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's some things in life more important than just the belts. And that 20-year career that Terence Crawford made, that all that he has, is very valuable. Very, very valuable. He had 1 foot out the game.
Floyd Mayweather's name always comes up when Canelo fights. Canelo's only loss came against Floyd in 2013. But now, Canelo is saying Crawford is actually better than Mayweather. This shocked fans and fighters, and many believe it's a way for Canelo to have to fight by suggesting he's about to beat someone even greater than the man who beat him.
Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo.
Do you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, responded quickly. He said Canelo is just trying to rewrite history and make himself look better. Jeff pointed out that Floyd beat Canelo when he was older and had fewer fights. He accused Canelo of boosting Crawford's image to make his potential win look more impressive. But in the end, none of that will matter when the bell rings. Crawford's coach, Brian Bomac McIntyre, believes the fight will be tough at first, but Crawford will figure Canelo out and stop him in the later rounds. Crawford is known for reading his opponents and adjusting quickly, and Bomac expects him to do just that.
Canelo, and he fights at 168 plus, so I don't see me and him fighting. So
what's the highest you could fight at realistically?
I would say 154 realistically.
154.
You know,
so
them boys get big up there. Them boys get big. And I'm not a person to, you know, toot my own horn too.
What all these streamers and these other YouTube guys, they didn't turn boxing into like it's like a comedian show. It's just putting anybody in the ring. So Crawford and Canelo, good thing that fight is coming, because it's kind of put some kind of legitimacy back to